Just as cocky and snobby as the rest. The box me shit is monotony, kid, you sloppy as a mess. The bet on Sunny, you probably have a debt. Try to disguise, I find the lies in your lines like a polygraphic test. You gon' need the force, illuminate it, I don't need a torch. And if I need the torch, I scorch it to your bleeding corpse. Before I see the courts, I smear prints, so you won't see a source and peel out. Just like the gear shifts in a European Porsche. I'm fresh as an umbilical cord. Before the physician snips and stitches the minute it's born. Fresher than my Da Vinci kicks, I just sit at your dog. They're delivered straight to the crib before it ships to the stores. I'm nice, and I ain't stopping till my stocks is long. And every jewel that I cop's full with rocks and charms. I'm on my toes like my socks is on. If you ain't heard we on the road, then your clocks is wrong. Cause it's about that time.
I think it's time my team brings you up to speed. We give these listeners just what they need. Do this shit one time. Hexagon, yo, I'm raw with the rhyme. My man Tag, yeah, he raw with the rhyme. I think it's about that time. So listen close, guard, and tell me what you hear. We're bringing that mad flavor to your ears. Do this shit one time. Hex one, yo, I'm raw with the rhyme. My dog Tag, yeah, he raw with the rhyme. Don't get tech, yo. We bringing it back, yo. The rappers are singing about slinging the crack blow. Oh, they liable for catching an imminent smack, though. They seem to be only for living the stack, though. I deliver the last blow at your wax show. Yo, the shit that is bigger, you thinking the cash roll. You pitiful face get clowned. Or you ridiculous spitters pretending you better than Grace get down. I'm meticulous with ancient sound. Niggas with feminine traits get found. Now but allow me to break it down. You follow my odyssey, gotta be ready to take this crown. Cause I'll be the illest up in this repetitive business. I'm a veteran with this. You bringing a negative rhetoric, nigga, you better reflect hits. Berettas contend an intelligent witness. What matter was heavy as elephant imprints. A rebel that settles and ghettos developing instincts. We're relevant distance from whackness. You wanna get sick, bitch, then practice. We map shit as vivid as an atlas. I'm trying to depict this with caskets. You wanted my hit list? The fact is, you ever get Chris Pitts? It's blackfish. I think it's time my team brings you up to speed. We give these listeners just what they need. Do this shit one time. Hexagon, yo, I'm raw with the rhyme. My man Tag, yeah, he raw with the rhyme. I think it's about that time. So listen close, guard, and tell me what you hear. We're bringing that mad flavor to your ears. Do this shit one time. Hex one, yo, I'm raw with the rhyme. My dog Tag, yeah, he raw with the rhyme. And yo, it's about that time. I think it's time my team brings you up to speed. We give these listeners just what they need. Do this shit one time. Hexagon, yo, I'm raw with the rhyme. My man Tag, yeah, he raw with the rhyme. I think it's about that time. So listen close, guard, and tell me what you hear. We're bringing that mad flavor to your ears. Do this shit one time. Hex one, yo, I'm raw with the rhyme. My dog Tag, yeah, he raw with the rhyme. Don't get tech, nigga.
The epidemic. We spit things that leave you hollow. All my people, when they spread it, to the whole city, city's infected. The epidemic. Scoop up the troops when it's time to take a stand. I got the bad crew up in the house. It's about that time. The epidemic. Team be the keepers of the boom bap. Yo, true that. Hey, yo, who that? The epidemic. Got them rhymes and better beats. I got the bad crew up in the house. It's about that time.
Hey, man. Listen, man. I know you're busy and all, but and you know, I just want to let you know, I got some really good material I'd like you to check out. You know, I be at the studio with Tay and them when they be up there recording. I gotta wait for them to get out of the booth and stuff. You know, I clean my act up, and I really put together this really good album, man. And I would just love for somebody to check it out, man. You dig? It's some good stuff, man. So if you don't mind, man, check it out. You can give me a couple bucks for it, or, you know, just to show some appreciation to a brother that's been doing this, you know, my album, man, Fourth Dimension, on a piece of paper. Check it out. Thank you.
Yeah. Yo, I told you we was coming through.
Stop.
Word.
Gonna keep it going.
What, trying to leave me or something?
Shit, I'm feeling good right now.
Shit. Yeah. Epidemic, baby.
Banging.
Guess we back, yo.
Vibe is good.
One more time.
Got health.
keep trying to get the wealth, but
Yeah,
that's a constant struggle.
what up, mama? What up? Lil Talkin' cover armor with the drama. Sexy body got me hotter than the sauna. Try to stop me, I'm a goner. Love got my heart pausing like a comma. With a high comparable to marijuana with the scammer. I'm on her. This lady's fly, so maybe I should stop the snoozing. My mind, I'm losing it, but baby, mind, you my solution. You keep me sane, boo. Just promise to remain true. I love it's like an in exchange. Shit, I do the same too. Just chilling with my main crew. My images can hit your brain like faces in the picture frame. I see the game in plain view. They who? It's just us. And yo, just for the simple fact we did the shit ourselves. That I know you fools can get with that, so give me that shit. My fans be telling me I'm no joke. And pie heads that I rock with find it shocking that I don't smoke. It's so dope that I could reach and touch someone with no hope. And make a faraway coast feel so close with grown folk here. It's not a lie that I complain about a die. Except with dudes would have the skill, get the same amount of props or more. What do critics be so obnoxious for? Some of these cats out here not so raw. So ease back and watch me take a second while my dogs alleviate the weeds back. Thank you for the love, appreciate the feedback. We need that, forget about where we at. You'll leave that, we headed to the top, can't believe that. Ha.
I know you want it, baby. I know. It almost seems it's been 100 years since the last era your mascara was smudged and smeared. You give me them funny stares. Needless to say, you hooked up on it, no reason to sugarcoat it for these gummy bears. You know that my love is rare. It's like stabbing daggers, you come in pairs. When I'm done, you would think that your stomach's pierced with the plunge of a hunting spear. Devil in a dress, but you unaware what heaven's about without of them underwear. Now let me make something clear, you blessed from all angles. So when I'm plumbing this pipe, I suggest you call a drainer. With one from you like me now, the wifey, I pipe you down. I can't wait to come wipe you down like a restaurant table was good. But then it's back to the crew. I'm trying to rack up this loot until I'm relaxed with a spectacular view. I figured you understand me. I'm fixed on a business to come in handy. To cop a few villas up in Miami. I'm out to get it. That's why I'm investing each stack, collecting each rack, just to stretch it and never relapse. So rest and relax. No stress, I'ma set the grease traps and wait for the come up. You best believe that. Believe that. I know y'all expecting us to be inconsistent, but we ain't. We gonna drop like 30 fucking albums by the time we done. Like 10 singles to add on to the 7 we already dropped. 50 solos. This one being the 8th. We'll be fucking billionaires. You better believe that. Fucking professors and scholars to this rap shit. You better believe that. Hey yo, my flow ain't never gon' stop. I seek to choose my crews forever on top and reach dreams, but overflowing green like we grow crops. I won't stop, he won't stop. I rock it till the boat knocks until some stumble over. As the pilot, yes I know not to ever go overboard. I rock it till the show stops. I'm taking this one here right underwater like a anchor. Sorry, apologize. I needed a better line. Should've fed off a Hex once, verse to better mind. But never mind, I'm never in line or organized. I should've used my head instead. You could say that I never mind, but an artistic view feels good, so I never mind. I step behind the blinds from ideals that's never mine. I'm just scribbling to fit this flow that's been requested to this instrumental pattern with this poetic expression. You know, headed pedestrians never understand the hot shit, and being smart has never been an option.
Rockin' several crowds, try to secular with nebula clouds. Fucking your ears so you can hear the way my genital sound. Locking it down to crooks and federal trials. Sever your style and bend your mental with llamas louder than general shouts. Regular clowns can stomp the prompt to several routes. Powdered and pepper pet pussy rappers forever thrown out. For cheddar develop clever endeavors never shown out. Rocking your brain till it's made your gaskets and head to blow out. Hex will go out with a bang. Damn it, man, in the slant of cheese. Illegal contraband handler, smug and the slang of seas. And we been on the road like a band of thieves. You haters claiming you sharks in the water, man. You faggots, manatees. Slam you with them absolutely lucrative spine bending, incredible cumulus lines. I'm using in my weapon as pens. Any pens that can try stepping. My train of thought consists of 4 motor locomotors and 5 engines. So go ahead, my brother, let me see what you got. Get on the mic and you can do what you like. Just keep it hype with them flows that you throw either off at the top. But when you write, money, do what you like and keep it going. So go ahead, my brother, let me see what you got. Get on the mic and you can do what you like. Just keep it hype with them flows that you throw either off at the top. But when you write, money, do what you like. My thoughts blurry like my stereo. Hurdling verses, word of my stereo. Verbals murder and spitting with and hurt of material. Serial killer raps, critical facts, trivial. Spit to your cynical click, a criminal cast is clinical. Sick ass venereal disease with vocals glowing with ease. Two MCs, we glowing, blowing like grease. My nigga, please, lyrical trigger at frigid degrees. Spitting habit, you shaking, making your figure freeze. We never let the beat seize, instead we rock it constantly. To keep it hype, we never even think of stopping consciously. Most is ignorant, know how to treat a cipher properly. Your written's missing wisdom isn't hot to me. Text wrecking like ballistic weapons. The segments of what I do best. If you step, even rocking two vests, you slash the true message. What I do whenever I write. Get on the mics and I'ma do what I like. And keep it going and going and going.
Like, you gotta do what you like. You gotta do what you like. My mind is sketching pictures, which is sense of my rhyme selection, which I find impressive, cause once it's triggered, my mind's erecting. With volcano thoughts that I use to define this method. Whatever you choose to use, cause we spinning like vinyl records. I step behind reflections of the art within the glass. Travel out the box just to get to see if it will last. Eventually would it die? Like the friendships that I had? Well fuck it, whatever that's behind the pen tip is the past. I pass without any hesitations on me looking back. I stood it back and thought I was behind because I couldn't rap. I took from that, invested times and rhymes and reading books and hashed a full-blooded MC. It's crazy what I cook from scratch, but then again, no need for reminiscing like I'm Pete Rock. With those the joints are missing now and then. I used to eavesdrop, too young to understand it, but it seems hot. You could do what you like, but whatever you do, don't let the beat stop.
So go ahead, my brother, let me see what you got. Get on the mic and you can do what you like. Just keep it hype with the flows that you throw either off at the top. But when you write, money, do what you like and keep it going. So go ahead, my brother, let me see what you got. Get on the mic and you can do what you like. Just keep it hype with the flows that you throw either off at the top. But when you write, money, do what you like and keep it going. So go ahead, my brother, let me see what you got. Get on the mic and you can do what you like. Just keep it hype with the flows that you throw either off at the top. But when you write, money, do what you like and keep it going. So go ahead, my brother, let me see what you got. Get on the mic and you can do what you like. Just keep it hype with the flows that you throw either off at the top. But when you write, money, do what you like and keep it going and going and going. Yeah.
No matter what it is, always make sure you do what you like. Just always remember, there's 4 dimensions to this shit. We out. This is rap, mother may I. You never get consent until you say I'm the best at what I does, like I was Agar. Allen Poe, I'm not your average Joe who has a day job. My goal's to be known to have more soul than the daylight. I'm loud and living color with the crayons. The future choose the canvas that I paint on. And real MCs don't need to take a break off. Sickness can kick the rhythm with the bass off. Producers might hate you cause you got more lifesavers than the Baywatch show. So let your napalms blow and take your face off. Me go and take a day off? No, because that may cause a chaos flow. And I really don't need it, man. I'd rather have screaming fans and get paid off shows. With quotes cold in the snow and a flow that you can't ignore. When it comes down to the notebook and the penance war, raging bull with the mic, it's a fine the Minotaur. Please, I can freeze a blizzard storm with my temperature with ease.
Attack the beat, something like a pit bull. We two MCs trying to grab a fistful, claiming like a lit fuse, holding down the fort like an igloo. Hex will never hesitate to rip
What type of style is you into? Attack the beat, something like a pit bull. We two MCs trying to grab a fistful, flaming like a lit fuse, holding down the fort like a lit glue. Tech will never hesitate to rip you.
Hey yo, I'm leaving you shook. Fake crooks need to seek a new look. Whack MCs need to speak a new hook. Leaking you cook with steeds. I feed your seed and read the feeble like books. Tunes of right can mutilate your nights and weaken your brook. Your queen will get took. Lyrical assassin. Never for the Benjamins, cause ripping shit is spiritual and rap done. For whack cats, frontin's pivotal in action. But that shit's a critical infraction. Pitiful in fact, son. Slipping through the pick, a brewing crack one. Flipping you and splitting you to fraction. Get your track spun. Lyrics ripping rapping through your cap done. My wild style will touch a child, for that mic you will get jacked, son. My skull is cavernous, just hanging with this analyst. You couldn't handle this, my math advances passing calculus. So grab the cameras and panelists. Me and my man and slam you with atrocious flows, ferocious like a panther is. How could you manage trying to challenge us? You must be coked out, and son, I leave you smoked out like cannabis. My whole team leaking lines out the pencil like that. One time for your mental.
What type of style is you into? Attack the beat, something like a pit bull. Two MCs trying to grab a fistful, flaming like a lit fuse, holding down the fort like a lit glue. Tech will never hesitate to rip
what
you.
What type of style is you into? Attack the beat, something like a pit bull. With two MCs trying to grab a fistful, flaming like a lit fuse, holding down the fort like an igloo. Hex will never hesitate to rip you. I let my wickedness hurt mics. The shit I kick diminish the herb tight. My diction blur your vision, make you listen in third sight. You witness that the kid Chris is vicious at first light. You heard right, the spitting shit I'm living it. Word life. Fuck all them spinning rims hitting the turnpike. Country grammar with glamour and glitz and absurd hype. The kid to rip until your mic equipment don't work right. Till your body abandons the spirit and turns white. Till nines is coming out the denim, sending them shells squirted like viper venom. Every word that I burst tight. I serve you dudes with verses that burn bright. So quick the aura burns your wig before you click and observe light, right? And like a hollow tip I get the splitter. My words can tilt and spill you like a picture. Get the picture? I'm hoping God is with you when I hit you with the scripture. The way I spit they call me Mr. Hitler.
Everything that I preach is flawless, so when I reach my thought I delete the target. Most MCs is garbage, ain't no need to go speak up on it. Breathe the peak of an artist that's elite to your bleak responses. Phyllis, if I'm the shit I don't need a toilet. You either proceed with caution, cause what's beneath the garment will heat your harness. Nigga retreat regardless, be it smart kid and ease up off it. Your imagery needs a polish, you tarnish, you need a forfeit. I represent and I'ma throw it up like I need to vomit. Phyllis, if we the best, I'm just being honest. I destroy stats, I bomb more graphs than the graffiti artist. Like these cigars, I'm above the law, so I'ma do what I like. You other rappers only do as you might. My world is different when I'm using a mic. My vision in a whole different position, nigga, while you losing your sight. I prove that I'm right. You rap about your glistening chain. How many rappers don't rap about it? They're still in the game. That's all I'm hearing through the stereo frame. So fuck the radio, my brain has an infinite range. What? Yeah, so fuck the radio, my brain has an infinite range.
What type of style is you into? Attack the beat, something like a pit bull. With two MCs trying to grab a fistful, flaming like a lit fuse, holding down the fort like an igloo. Hex will never hesitate to rip
what
you
type of style is you into? Attack the beat, something like a pit bull. We two MCs trying to grab a fistful, flaming like a lit fuse, holding down the fort like a lit glue. Tech will never hesitate to rip you.
Yo, tell me what we gon' do. Bring it back to that old school. Written raps, kicking facts, and I told you. The shit we job make it hot when we roll through, popping off your top like a corkscrew.
Yo, tell me what we gon' do. We gon' bring it back to that old school. Written raps, kicking facts, and I told you. Shit we drop, make it hot when we roll through, popping off your top like a corkscrew. Yeah.
Yo, there's 35 million people in Tokyo. Like, a lot of people, man. You really think we're the only ones here?
Well, right now,
These 7 billion people on this planet are the only people in this universe and shit.
what do you mean, like aliens?
Nah, man, just people, man, just other beings, like physical beings, not demons, not even speaking of spiritual.
What, here on Earth?
Nah, in the universe,
Aliens.
if that's what you want to call them.
I'm a fucking alien, nigga.
Other beings or something, man. How can it possibly just be us? 7 billion people. That shit ain't nothing compared to the vastness out there.
We ain't shit, man.
It's either that or there's a lot more that we just don't know about.
But this beat is,
Man, I'm going through funny phases in my life. From ugly to sunny, raised up in my sight. The funds that having no money that's delaying me from flights. It's funny, cause once the gravy's in my rice, comes the vapors and running with majors and rushing on stages with a mic. And then it's back to the regular routine. The kind of 7 through schemes of starting careers or whatever you dream. You can compare it to a parachute string. It tears and there's a few things that you could declare to, like those pair of blue jeans. You know we all had our favorite ones. You thought of switching, but the cost of living's more than what you make in a month. So shit you never wash up. Trying to get drunk to kill the pressure. Hungover and hanging up on bill collectors calling. But shit is all good. I knock on hardwood, won't jinx the rain. My aura will cease the pain and force up a season change once the sun is shining. Won't live my life like I'm on Shutter Island. Even when it's bad, I'm the one that's smiling.
All I can sing,
Breathe, rest, let it go. Take a chance so you never know.
All I can think
Good friends, good spirits, good vibes. Anything to put you on a natural high.
all I can bring.
You always push me when I'm down, see, and that's the thing that puts me in the clouds. So,
on like the wind.
cause you don't need much, so you can either slow it down or try to speed up. But
Check it. Taking the safe route can spoil your dreams. That's why I can't vouch for 8-hour long routines. Just slaving day in and day out to calm your needs. Craving for a steak while you make sprouts and all your beans. I mean, I guess it really isn't all it seems. But if you can make out the image, then enjoy the scenes and keep watching. Finding myself thinking deep, often eavesdropping on bewildered spirits while I'm sleepwalking. Be who you wanna be, star the part. Cause trying to make a change is simple, but it's hard to start. I wanna leave behind the mark before I depart the art. My music's conversation with my fans is like a heart to heart. I know they're listening, so take a journey with me on this mission. It consists of giving you what you've been missing. My mood's been switching, now I got a positive outlook on doubt. Look, if you haven't heard us by now, then you dudes been slipping. Yo, but that's about as real as I'ma keep it. Align my secrets, my plights, and my life behind the secrets for you guys to peep it. But this music is meant for warriors, from pure euphoria to the funeral homes and coroners. Cruising through your mental corridors, drums and sounds, flush with nouns to get you through your life's ups and downs. I smile, cause I put my heart and soul in every song I breathe. If fans remember me for that, then yo, that's all I need.
breathe, rest, let it go. Take a chance so you never know.
All I can think
Good friends, good spirits, good vibes. Anything to put you on a natural high.
all I can bring.
You always push me when I'm down, see, and that's the thing that puts me in the clouds. So,
all like the wind.
cause you don't need much, so you can either slow it down or try to speed up.
All I can sing.
Breathe, rest, let it go. Take a chance so you never know.
All I can think
Good friends, good spirits, good vibes. Anything to put you on a natural high.
all I can bring.
You always push me when I'm down, see, and that's the thing that puts me in the clouds. So,
all like the wind.
cause you don't need much, so you can either slow it down or try to speed up. But
Pour my heart out in this one, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, it's just that the range case up. That weight often placed on your slate from a late pay stub. Your days stay stuck with rain when the pain takes up. That vacant space on your mate's face that explains makeup, son. It's just a raw deal. We used to do this shit for fun, now it's all real. A dog that steals to survive the sorrow can starve still. The war's ill, that's why we kill for crumbs now, just to fill tomorrow with large meals. But most of these rappers lost the hunger, and even reaching out to legends, niggas tossed you under. I hit one up and paid a grip for the verse. Got it back an hour later, man, that shit was the worst. And I remember thinking, damn, yo, is this really that man that I would look up to and dig as a fan? Now he's just washed up, wasted, jaded, complacent. Got stung by the system, now he faded. I fucking hate it. You live and learn though from bugging with these worms. Doing favors just for something in return. Every buck I've earned with graves for the cats, I'm snuffing for my turn. What's my reference though? There's nothing to confirm. Yo, I'm lost, kid. Yo, with no intentions on the major. I write my life in 4 dimensions on the paper. So elevate the microphone's connection on the fader. As I'm projecting the direction of my flavor, son. Yo, I flow with no intentions on the major. And write my life in 4 dimensions on the paper. So elevate the microphone's connection on the fader. I'm here to test your brain's retention
it's like
of
I'm
my
in need
data,
of a ride or die. It's difficult to balance a 9 to 5 with the label that manages to challenge your private time. Your competition standards are how you drive. Fans will tell them they're good, got them really thinking our talents is eye to eye. Come on, nigga, stop the frontin' like your styles is clever. They might can hype you, but all I'm hearing is trial and error. We got the crown while you a clown and jester. To even think that you fucking with Epidemic is a childish gesture. That's why we trapping out the noise and vacuum out the voids to get the checks just to cash it out with joy. Be the assassin, check the factions I destroyed. I'm pay-per-view status, buddy. This is nothing like Pacquiao and Floyd. Despite the statements that I think about the blue, it's crazy how our classic hits be ripping out the roof, man. We drop a vid and dish that shit out on a tube. And the highest peak we ever reach is 60,000 views. It's the truest in the flesh. We've been doing it to death. No gimmick with Epidemic. We could prove it to the best. What they choosing to invest is unruly and depressed, destroying the culture, which is why our music is suppressed. But it finally would change from the idols and the fame and fortune that is out extorting what's rightfully declaimed and take away what's stifling your brain. It's all a big circle in the cycle of the game. The fourth dimension.
With no intentions on the major. I write my life in 4 dimensions on the paper. So elevate the microphone's connection on the fader. As I'm projecting the direction of my flavor, son. Yo, I flow with no intentions on the major. And write my life in 4 dimensions on the paper. So elevate the microphone's connection on the fader. I'm here to test your brain's retention of my data, son. Work. Yeah.
Caught up in the optimistic vault. Scatter my intervention just to spot the missing parts. Since writing was the voice I never had, I channel into my pen to get my composition thoughts. Thought out every syllable, still propositions I sought. There ain't a lens to prop what's in its art. Take a closer look before I know the hooks. Parental guidance, I would stroll or push. Mommy shocked my obstetrician watch as I wrote in books. Obsession with the words I never wrote before. As I grew, my vision blossomed like an orchid spore. Supposed to be the kid in college with an open door. Overwhelmed the way the rhythm broadened through my vocal cords. I know that I should favor what is right. I can touch, hear, smell, taste the flavors cause it's right. I wouldn't waste a day up in my life. I give my life up any day to save the pages that I write like this. I can't get enough.
I'm the maker to my flow and skill. The mold I feel escapes the paper through a poet's quill. If this is fake, then I don't know what's real. To me, the road is snail. We're trying to pace rotations in the road it's will. We slip away, just spinning endlessly and drift into the only given tendencies to notice mills. But legends breathe to leave a legacy that grows and builds. So when I visualize my destiny, my bones get chills. That's how we bypass abrasions. And though our fans love us, we're still filling out these job applications. The life of a ghetto scribe trapped in basements is faceless, at least until these vibes smash the stations. But when the fuck is that gon' happen? I'll be struck if rap goes back in time to rhyming and it's luck if that goes platinum. So it's rough knowing that your plans getting tough, but I do it cause I can't get enough, nigga. What? Know what I'm saying?
I can't get enough.
Yo, what a tragic way to use your life. Catching these fools of light who stabbing kids at night with knives to boost their nights. Some brothers move the white and cop a slab of useless ice to prove they hype. They never change the views and take the rules that make their futures bright. The teachers knew their types. Back in school they used to fight and acting fools to earn their stripes. Packing tools and using pipes. That's how they waste their primes. When these simple signals escape their minds. Survival rates get thinner than the razor's lines. That's why I'm patient when I'm making rhymes. I get trapped in the pace like I was faced with time. Cause earning bills ain't whack. But fuck a deal, I'm here to fill this gap. Just to give these listeners chills if they feel this rap, it's real. I'm moving past this vast schism. It's sad when the favorite action for the upper class is classes. But when they grab the gas and clash with them, alas, I smash rhythms and spaz on this track like crash victims. Nigga, you know the deal now. It ain't even for meals to kill us for thrills now. I show no sense of the strain, though my brain is an open vent for the pain. We're still slaves to a four-dimensional plane. It's all the same. It goes 5, 3, 1, 0. It's the countdown to your soul, no continues. 5, 3, 1, 0. When you reach that countdown, you gon' know what's up in you. 5, 3, 1, 0. It's the countdown to your soul, no continues. 5, 3, 1, 0. It's the countdown to your soul.
Shit was a practical sin. You couldn't spot with an expandable lens. What he spits can baffle your skin like it was bad for your skin. Kid had a swag with his grammatical trend, with an infallible blend. No standing his mechanical pen. A challenge. The boys are destined deal. It's obvious he's blessed for meals and money talks. And plus the honey thought that he had sex appeal. The record label saw a market and pitch. Saw the promise of signature can cause the mall to get rich. From the Taj Mahal to the Austria trips. From party lofts to his Austin Audis and Maserati cars when he whips. Let's skip. The kid is major news. It's plain to see he's making moves. Respected for his hits and in the dungeon from him paying dues. But his manager was selfish. Tried to play it smooth and very swell. Something like Jerry Heller did to Dre and Cube. That caused a split up with the WA. Lesson 1, read what you signed before it's shoved in your face. Lesson 2, get you a lawyer just to cover it safe. It's better now than later when you're trying to summon a case. Cause they designed it all to play you, hoping that you would sign it off and rape you. The second the offer slides across the table.
It goes
when it's
5, 3, 1, 0. It's the countdown to your soul, no continues. 5, 3, 1, 0. When you reach that countdown, you gon' know what's up in you. 5, 3, 1, 0. It's the countdown to your soul, no continues. 5, 3, 1, 0. It's the countdown to your soul, to your soul, to your soul. Yeah, it's the countdown to your soul. Word up.
For real, man. It's that countdown. Sometimes you gotta sit back and think, even though it might happen in a split second. You can lose it all. It can all be gone. Don't get caught up in the hype. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Right. Just the orbits.
Yeah, do you ever wonder how the fuck is it possible that rocks can just orbit each other and like never move for fucking billions of years?
Like in space,
Yeah.
they do move, man.
No, I'm saying just never move out of their orbit.
They do that too. Nah, man, I feel you though.
Yo, you know we're rotating at 1,000 miles an hour
Yeah.
right now.
And it feels like you're just
Standing in one place. It's crazy. You know, we still moving at that speed, yet shit feels like motionless. So imagine if it was moving. You know, how fast would you move? You was running.
I was waiting for a slip. Oh. Nah, you know what, man? Everything's like an orbit, man. Even down to the atoms and shit.
Oh yeah.
Billions of which make up one of us, man. Like right here on Earth and shit, we got ideas and priorities that we revolve around. It's all about attaching yourself to an orbit bigger than yours, man. So if you think about it, if you attach yourself to simple orbits like material needs and shit, you're not gonna live a happy life, man. You gotta look for those bigger ideas and shit. Maybe keep yourself grounded to the Earth, to the shit that really matters, to the bigger orbit, you know what I mean? Because the Earth revolves around the sun, that's miles right there, man. And the sun to the galaxy and so forth. I think we just gotta keep searching for those bigger orbits and shit. Cause we're stuck in the minuscule right now, man.
Chill, dude. Some deep shit. The creator has no intentions on limiting man's effort to conquer space. Therefore, it's a race.
Set the course.
You gotta understand me to understand me, though.
About to take off.
You know?
Take a journey through the stars, galaxies, quasars, dust. Adjust
To the frequencies our radars touch.
Just
Create chaos from crayons thrust. What? This imagery is us.
journey with me
Trust.
through the stars, galaxies, quasars, dust.
Adjust.
To the frequencies of radars, touch.
Just
Create chaos with crayons thrust. What? This imagery is us.
Hey yo, my mind is space traveling. Imagining me traveling through stars, brain raveling, scattering while scavenging for Mars. Star Wars, intergalactical battlers from far. Shatter squads and teleport from Saturn to Mars while I'm practicing alienated witchcraft with acronyms, creating pyramids with extraterrestrial patterns. So you could babble on about the cats that's wacky battled on. I'm on the shadow bone from Seattle back up to Saturn. Just so the facts are known if that's your man and if you rolling with him. I break them down to subatomics with this coalition known for roasting victims. So I left my galaxy cause I couldn't find a rapper bad as me up in my solar system with the flowing rhythm. When I choose a verse, you think I telepathically aligned every planet up in the universe. I'ma do it worse in 2012, December 21st. I can even control the string theory and can prove it work. My crew is berserk and tech is bad to the phlegm. No need to act and pretend once the rapture begins. I just took a trip to Saturn again. I battle to win. Shit with the pad and the pen, I'm good to shatter some chairs. No matter what planet I'm in, I'm smashing it like a comet do. I rip a lot of crews and rock with groove until my tonsils bruise. So me not stopping you is impossible. I spit toxic fuel that'll turn your water molecules volatile back to the
Stars, galaxies, quasars,
dust.
adjust
To the frequencies our radars touch.
Just
Create chaos from crayons thrust. What? This imagery is us.
journey with me
Trust.
through the stars, galaxies, quasars, dust.
Adjust.
To the frequencies of radars, touch.
Just
Create chaos with crayons thrust. What? This imagery is us. Cleverly jotting raps heavenly, steadily, inevitably heavenly. 7 measures of deadly venoms connect phonetically. They'll never be heads ahead of me measurably. Hexes leisurely, jeopardizing your life chemically. Word of mom is on. Stellar vagabond, traveling stars, handling odds. Babble, get your abdomen scarred. Now tell me who can step to the supernatural human. I can hop in your head and be you better than you can. I've been hovering through space ever since records and tapes was bumping the clubs. Young and cover your face, cause when I spray these verses, nothing is safe. Moving so fast to see fast galaxies pass when I'm running in place to surpass my intellectual wrath. When I bomb shit's like trying to measure Earth's land mass with a yardstick. You niggas lost it. I'll bring it back though when pack shows, attack foes and cast those with whack flows and black holes. Hold on, blow you to ashes, blast you like Voltron, splitting protons, spitting flows faster than photons. Thinking you so strong, it's where your crew gone wrong. Instead of Dawn Warren, who's strapped with neutron bombs. Yo, I'm never earthbound, my mental stay far, venture farther than quasars. And blaze you with verses sharper than razors. So watch me take off the space, I'm at it again. A rhyme selection is the dimension I'm traveling in. I'm space
Stars,
traveling.
galaxies, quasars, dust.
Adjust
To the frequencies our radars touch.
Just
Create chaos from crayons thrust. What? This imagery is us.
journey with me
Trust.
through the stars, galaxies, quasars, dust.
Adjust.
To the frequencies of radars, touch.
Just
Create chaos with crayons thrust. What? This imagery is us.
trust.
life worth? One look in my eyes and the price just might hurt. With infinite ways through a difficult day, still the night's worse. Some pain so deep it lurks beneath the surface of this iceberg. Destined to fly, you're my curse to die first. Lonely and scared, the doctor's diagnosis knows. Told my folks to prepare and say your prayer. He knows that being bold through these moments is rare. Hey doc, I know we're low in hope, but we won't be impaired. I mean, it's not the tough to suffer loss if it's only his head. There goes my mother being sweet, but the severity is bleak, cause the results could only guarantee you weak. Was diagnosed when I was 12 years old, usually well through this hell, but today the hospital's air feels cold, and yet still the sun appears brighter. The sky's clear, I sit high in back of my chair, where the eyes is slack and my tears lighter. Man, this life sure is beautiful, ain't it? Through the right perspective, God's creation is truly untainted. I wish it was different, but this is me now. Wow, my bro who used to never even speak with me, he visits me now. We get along great, now it's only my sickness that makes this bond break. So double check your list, man, I think that you got the wrong date, Lord. Why must we suffer from fate? For friends it wasn't so great, some are stuck in prayer, but others just wait. How can I dream to hit the gym and lift a couple of plates if I could barely lift up a cup and a plate? There's like a buffer for faith when there's too much on my slate. Thought I'd be able to savor my last supper, but there's nothing to taste. Life is glorious, I'm sad that mine was one short stay. What I wouldn't give just to live for one more day. Is there no compassion without suffering? Or does the flower's nectar get spoiled? Even the soil infested with the foul substance. Even the sun can expire. A split blink within the infinite. We let the clock run till it's tired. We got too much on our mind. Still, some of us leave it all behind us and wait for others perceiving the design, grieving to find meaning and rise like the wise phoenix with the reason to be alive, breathing.
What is life worth? On second opinion and price just might hurt. The perfect pain, search for a certain vein that might work. Imperishable passions, not sterile, so my stereostatics. I'm just a pill popping heroin addict. Might die of an overdose, I hope my folks can prepare. Alone and reaching out to cope and knowing no one is there. Popping Roxy's and oxycodone, throw my hopes in the air. I'm holding on the ropes and showing despair, yeah. There goes my mother being weak, cause her sincerity is shrieks. Not saying much, but her disparity can speak. I'm high on coke and feel it well to my soul. They help me swallow my cold. I'm in my 20s, yet can help but feel old. I'm feeling jittery and weak. The thrill can kill me in my sleep. I party with no drug suppression, still the enemy is me. The thoughts of suicide is dawning like the sun's horizon. At times I'm stuck defining life that's full of emptiness and lust for dying. The car's money and the plush is diamonds. Shows I prevail, but yet I fail to swallow pills and getting flushed for trying. Wishing it was different, but this is me now. Sure, I sick of my mother, just my brother visits me now. Somehow, I know my mom's straight. Me and her get along great. Just my addiction is making our bond break. Still contemplating, I done lost faith. Still got a suicide sensation. I noticed another patient that's an arm's length. That's when my train of thought unleashed and put my brain in awe. Riddled with cancer, he giggled with laughter with the blatant charm. I just watch as the constellations are. With a heart that's bigger, though survival is slimmer than a grain of salt. I guess for him, life is one short stay. What will make a man not wanna live for one more day?
Is there no compassion without suffering? Or does the flower's nectar get spoiled? Even the soil infested with the foul substance. Even the sun can expire. A split blink within the infinite. We let the clock run till it's tired. We got too much on our minds. Still, some of us leave it all behind us and wait for others perceiving the design, grieving to find meaning and rise like the wise phoenix with the reason to be alive, breathing. Some say the universe is static, but everything's eventually bound to change. And right now we're intellectually bound to chains. I'm sitting down trying to count the days, cause it ain't meant to be for temples to perpetually sound the same. My pen weaves to the key of this beat, the same key inside the subtle symphony of the street. When the winter's in its prime, the fact that life withers in its time by designs like a splinter in your mind. Peep that, keep track till you see the end. I speak these gems on beat with Earth's BPMs, and the voices of my ancestors singing with me, with their sound waves imprinted in the rings of a tree that's missing its leaves. It's all gray and white. Some folks pray to Christ to get right, but we all pay the price. A place where lost souls lead the cold way of life, walking over the red snow, rocking coats made of ice, frozen. And as the evening came, I made peace with the pain in my freezing veins. I'm trying to make it through the sleet and the rain, patiently waiting for the season to change. Shit, yeah.
wonder why we change with seasons. Personality switch can slain the meaning of a main demeanor. Quick as light can change us with the evening of a character. Just a matter of phases to mislead him. Then he's colder than a rainy day in spring. Then he falls into dreaming. Some are thinking he's crazy, hate to be on one. Know when to stop. A question it is not. The paper leaves him. He's a narrator who can't control the lyrics. He just fights it out with characters with different lives he living that he writes about. Sometimes they take control and they surprise him. They don't like the vouch, but trying to find his routers like he's fighting in a Tyson bout. Once the lights are out, that's when they whisper to him softly with unforgettable words that even haunts me. We know the soul is costly, but once the money is summoned, it's a profit. Our values are about to take autumn and flush them down the toilet. It's awful how money can spring in a picture like an author. And the colder windy days can make departure in this empty margin. At night he tries to go to sleep, but he just twists and twirls. His voices in his head reminds him it's just him against the world. He hurls up out of bed, his eyes are burning red and shining bright. He's forced to scribble words, it doesn't matter what's the time at night. He sits up at his desk, he takes a breath and then he counts to 10. He's feeling tense and everything he's hearing, he just jots it in his notebook. Then he starts to lose his conscience and his oxygen. Then he notices the entities won't stop until he drops the 10. Drops the 10.
Yo, I met her at my first show with an elegant stance. Her skin color like the fallen leaf that fell in my palms. Measured my calm as her eyes left my essence enhanced. The brother pushed pebbles in the snow and perished from arms. A Virgo in the sun Taurus with emerald eyes, half Apache Moorish. On her hands an amulet of forest. The bangle on the forest was colorless. Every beat was a planet left for the motherless. Stuck in the equator, she calls me when my thoughts sing poetry on the paper. Spent autumn in Malaysia with a scribble on dead leaves. Beneath the sun setting and the heavens descend peace. I drill a core essence by the edges to best streams. A purple dress shows the stone diamond in a septum. Above her waist where she once aborted a conception. We take a walk as my thoughts orbit her perception. Every breath between our words is like autumn's resurrection.
Some know winter, spring, summer, fall. Some know winter, spring, summer, fall. Shit is deep, cause each one can teach son. It wasn't from the seasons that see sun with seed sprung. It was the cold ones, the dark ones, the bleak ones, the harsh ones, the deep ones. Nigga, what? Synonyms thrown in, the adrenaline shown. We're kicking venomous flows with the descriptions of cold killers. The victims, the older niggas that's rhyming about the grind and the feeling was bone chilling to me. A younger kid that did what ignorant does with the buzz and the hunger to figure out what it was. Getting addicted to this audible drug. Something about it ignited the flame in me like exhaustible slugs. The first time I wrote a rhyme I was hooked. Borderline nonsense is what it took for me to write some lines in the hook. Slowly switched to conscious rhyme and used the concepts I took from books, crooked niggas crime and all the concepts I booked. You could see that I would take it from there. Hit my face and my glare was falling deeper than the bass and the snare. The age of this hair and season peers embraced it with fear. An insatiable feast. The meat that I was tasting was rare, but yo, I still was hungry. A serial killer like Jeffrey or Bundy with theories to be iller than them niggas was skill amongst me. Humbly winning through the struggle, hundreds have been in. Yo, it's no wonder we grinning. We kept it gutter from the beginning. Word up, niggas.
It was the younger years of really taught me about survival. Twisting the blunt with peers behind the laundromat. Ricardo ain't sipping none of them bitches. That Bacardi till it's hollow. Cop seconds before we crash an after party with the bottle. It was our motto. Snatch a shorty that I could borrow. Dip before dispatching 5 kid. Just call me up tomorrow. It was all that I know to live in the moment while sipping this potion. Delivering dosages unfolded as intricate poet. It shows in the sentences. It's sick. My precision is golden. That glows when the instrumental kicks and the rhythms in motion. I slip in convulsions and just flipping, inflicting explosion that sends a propulsion in a split that can ripple the ocean. Seismically fit for symmetrical symphonies. Decipher theories that siphons your skeletal's density. Inject an infection and cause a retinal astringency and impaired your vision till you got vesicular dystrophy, the illest to ever do it. My design is unperfect. The cipher's a waste of time, boy. If I ain't on the set, I'm higher than flying private on a jet to the islands of Quebec. Cause my niggas do it. Tyrannosaurus Rex, check it. Venomous spitters that render every hidden agenda. The sickest sitting, sending them sigma with ritual stigmas. Stay with them bars like habitual offenders. The hunger's in us, ain't nothing switch up. Cause we been them niggas from the beginning. I reminisce the young years when we were younger kids on the block pouring out beers. After a while, to real OGs, reminiscing younger days over against the house. From the beginning, I reminisce the young years when we were younger kids on the block pouring out beers. After a while, to real OGs, reminiscing younger days over against the house.
Here is one of their stories that never happened, from one of their files that doesn't exist.
I smoke a page from the book of Malachi. Strokes of rage and the look of blackened eyes. We strategize to move through mazes and cruise through acid skies. An active mind where rattled foolish cattle get trapped alive. A magnified chasm where cubic atoms are planet size. Magnetized ambulance, accurately ratified manuscripts. Wrapped to get this gratified afterwards. We're advocates for sanctifying language. We amplify anger with some aspirates to classify graduates. The frail melted, but those that linked the cells helped hit. The rail felt tips, only fingers with rails welded. When cells fell, but just hope you niggas as well selted. Cause it fell swells, this realm's dealt with. Study the art of war, start a brawl. Harbor claws, bloody the parlor floor. This orbit talk abroad through its armor jaw. The planet's axis make it retrograde. We plan a task for cast adventure through the spectrum of the devil's gaze. These pencils can set ablaze. Word up, niggas. Yeah. Who shot you? What I do to your frame with 2 shotguns? Fluid with aim. I'm protruding your brains to your top spot. True to the game. I prove you lanes by who's hotter. I'm too insane. Sticking human remains as home lockers. You paying the cost. You dummies that have to take a loss. There's no instrument quick enough to capacitate my thoughts. I gravitate. Watching your blood coagulate your corpse till it overflows. It gets scolded and I decapitate it off. My brain is infected. Abducted my cranium phonetics. Change my ethics and embed them with alien genetics. I came in the record. Your skeletal remains in the exit. The bravest contested must be really craving the death wish. Spawn with Satan, dumping bodies off in the basement while lost in the matrix, while picking plots to slaughter the nation. My mood is disgusted. Make sure every move is constructed. Watch your behavior. This dude isn't a fuck with. Rooted discussion. Craft of ammonium that broke into space, eating solar storms of plutonium plates. What's going on with the planet? Subliminal plans get expanded. I'd explain it, but you wouldn't understand it, fam. Kamikaze. Local governments ain't honest. Show they lie to us, and they insist don't hide it. What be peeking through the monitors while reports throughout the continents. NASA cover-ups is obvious. Gloomy move the light, just looking ominous. World leaders praising ominous. Move through us while the true rulers, the economists, remain anonymous. What? Yo, it's like that. It's your man Hexatron coming at you live and direct from the outer edges of my star's constellation. Word, so peep the God's concentration, son. Yeah. Produced by the 8th, you bastards. Ha. The lost raiders of the equinox. Epidemic. Shining out, boy. Hope you feel me though, man. Yeah, this living got me feeling impotent. Mama drilling at me like a simpleton. Can't even go to school or work cause I'm a fucking immigrant. Bumming out every single day with no discriminant. Live with no direction, yo, it's imminent. This shit got me depressed. Looking for ways to cope with the stress. Some tell me says, but yo, I don't like to smoke with the rest. Plus I'm lonely. Everyone that I trusted was phony. God is mean and the government owns me. Nowhere to turn. I see disgrace living in these feeble states. People lecture me on the struggles that other people face, but I don't give a fuck. But this is my life, my reality. Each person got a unique version of tragedy, kid. Sometimes I feel like selling drugs to make ends, performing break-ins, punching on my fake friends. That's why I used to go in Burlington and take Timbs to face things, poking fun at all these gay trends. But yo, I think I'll stick to flicks and bucking paint pens instead of guns and ducking state pens. I gotta face it, I fell in love with rap and embraced it. I used to dream I'd be on BET to rock the basement. Back then you had to be ill for the proper placement, so I chilled and developed skills that could drop a spaceship. But now, nobody even wanna hear it. The one thing I love is lost the spirit. I know it ain't cool to tell you that I'm struggling, dog, but on the real, even small ills can get your mind stuck in the fog. Really matter whether you smile or frown, cause in the end, yo, the world is still gon' keep on moving round. Yo, it ain't cool to tell you that I'm struggling, God, but on the real, even small ills can make your life rough. Yo, it's hard, really matter whether you smile or frown, cause in the end, yo, the world is still gon' keep on moving round. So tell me, so I sold to Satan's will, or be at all the places Masons chill. I'm not a fan of being broke or how it makes you feel. It pays the bill, but before I taste this major deal, I gotta face the real. Yo, I still got some days to pill. Bills to pay, look, whatever, dude, I'm wasting still. I had some vodka and a Matrix pill, so now I'm dazed and thrilled. My mind is racing with abrasive wheels. These rappers fake the fun while I display your major skills. See, I just wanna jump on stage and kill, and spit the phrases from my pages. Yo, this crazy situation's ill, cause now these non-musicians become your competition, and getting on's a mission, cause nigga nowadays the artist missing. My whole crew was raised upon tradition, where cats would listen if you spittin' with the honest vision. But now the game became the largest prison. No permission to create and low commission got the artist bitchin'. Not to mention, kid, I'm stuck with this fear. The subject is clear, music ain't selling nothing this year. It sucks to adhere, it's hard to get the public to hear. Yo, I swear, I chose the wrong fucking career. But yo, I think I'm better off keeping my soul. Yo, I'm hell-bent on reaching my goal. With all my methods the strangest, I'll never let my efforts be aimless, even though I'll probably never be famous. I know it ain't cool to tell you that I'm struggling, dog, but on the real, even small ills can get your mind stuck in the fog. Really matter whether you smile or frown, cause in the end, yo, the world is still gon' keep on moving round. Yo, it ain't cool to tell you that I'm struggling, God, but on the real, even small ills can make your life rough. Yo, it's hard, really matter whether you smile or frown, cause in the end, yo, the world is still gon' keep on moving round and round. Moving round and round, yo. Yo, we just don't stop.
It's like I'm bottled within. My soul is filled up with sorrow and sin. With pain sit to the brain like a bottle with gin. I wish that I was the winner, drift away from all these problems I'm in. Live for the day, fuck what tomorrow can bring. When the saga begin, this ain't the right state of mind that I'm in. What made these evil thoughts come out of my pen? I jotted down to repent and thought it out for a split second. The feeling made my bones wanna jump out of my skin. Cause even they wanna find a way up out of my flesh. Depressing thoughts make my soul wanna float out of my chest and then go out on a quest. My mind aborts to another world like Galileo thoughts when I'm just out on my steps. I fought it out and I was left just a whole bunch of nothingness of me struggling, breathing the life out of death. I think I really need to pull it in. I know I fell, but I can't dwell on who I could have been. I wouldn't win thinking who's that peeking in my window. I look and see pain seeking as the wind blows in the moonlight till sunrise. I'm trying to make sure my tune's right, cause some die but the mood's right. But I'ma keep it going till the pain go away and make sure this verse is a keeper and not a throwaway with good delivery, so my adverbs coordinate. Go on a date with my metaphors and let her fornicate. Yeah, gotta make sure it's straight, cause it's a lot of shit. So I know it ain't cool to tell you that I'm struggling, dog, but on the real, even small ills can get your mind stuck in the fog. Really matter whether you smile or frown, cause in the end, yo, the world is still gon' keep on moving round. Yo, it ain't cool to tell you that I'm struggling, God, but on the real, even small ills can make your life rough. Yo, it's hard, really matter whether you smile or frown, cause in the end, yo, the world is still gon' keep on moving round and round. My style is a exquisite. My characteristic spitting's a flawless warrior. The fallen story of slaughter millions, so call a coroner. Pause, I enforce laws, my jaws cause horror for weak dudes with preschool rhymes and their morals fucked up with these street rules. Gangsters don't die, we breathe through. The younger generation we teach to beef and eat through these weak queens like peach fruits. I smoke dudes, don't let that stick of weed mislead you. Tech 9, my lyrics get around like the West now, but symptoms are better left undefined like the X-Files. With 16 bars you get X'd out. You better yell for help cause you'll be neglecting yourself like a stepchild. Call it quits, wanna see what a stone cold artist is with this verse? I bust 1,000 E-pen cartridges. I'm hard as shit and my style is manifested with mad infections. There's gashes and cash reflections of data with massive weapons and cannons of drastic measures to damage a man conception and hand him a death certificate listed with bad impressions. I'm intricate, far from simple with wisdom and lack of reference. I swing like it's tennis at Wimbledon and I'm mad ejected with flammable gas and with adjectives just to crash a peasant and leave an unpleasant smell from his gashes with bad intentions. Hands are weapons and when I spaz back you need anesthetic. Intimidate when I eliminate any man can get it. You wouldn't stand an instant. My style is infinite, magnificent. Set a stance and kill it. I burn like 1,000 candle incense. Surpass a masochist. So when I'm bombing I lack the senses of having a heart. I leave behind bodies and act relentless. I'm so far in my future that even I'm ahead of me. Prevail the pedigree. This the last dawn of the better breed. I had you on the edge of your seats. Now watch what you finna see. I am the history in the making. This is the legacy.
Word. That's what I'm talking about. Check it. Yeah, yo, the heart of prophets, the harbor knowledge is finding my entourage. Ponder atomic concepts and conquer with counterparts. Your faggot facade solid is softer than Haagen-Dazs. So fuck the Masonic lodges to practice demonic arts. I'm 99% armored, it's violent like commas blinded with ultraviolet light that's shining brighter than common stars. Hex and harming clicks with alarming causes. That's synonymous as Masada, Sama, Islamics and bomber squads. Never will I start dropping garbage, I promise y'all. I'd rather scar your click till you admit that my style is raw. Howling at the moon like marauding dogs. Going hard, the harbinger of malice with more carnage than Amistad. Harnessing the constant consciousness with 1,000 consonants. Calmly stomping continents with concepts of holocaust. Murder herds with verses and haul them off. With hollow nerves and follow darkness to the end of earth till I'm falling off. Composing and overdosing, evoking the potent potion. While roasting these poets boasting, will slow to my dose emotion. Exposing my soul's emotion with flows like an open ocean. And closing my coldest notion. Explosion when I spit. Yo, I kick it in coded messages with a quoted emphasis. To exorcist, these devils get bent with these horror sentences. I unpack on numb cast with bum raps who dumb act. I'm unmatched. The shit's automatic, static with sun's at. But nothing less. I'm blessing the industry with an omnipresent symphony. Molested cast, I'm mentally yes. Tragic death will meet the next infantry. Lacking text, my tendencies and leave your feeble legacy at its rest. What niggas? Yeah. There it is. And I think this concludes programming for the evening. You know, wanna thank y'all for sticking around. You know what I mean? Till the next time, fam.
My thoughts are collected for the fall.
Yo, what up, man?
What's good, man? Fuck's up with you?
Shit, man, chillin', man. What you about to get into?
Nah, man, I'm about to just head to the store and get some groceries or something, man. Nigga hungry.
Right. Yo, you know what I was thinking of, bro? I swear, man, earlier today, I was at the store, man, and I could've sworn fucking Crackhead Darnell was selling our shit, bro.
What the fuck? You serious?
Yeah, man, our new CD.
What, you mean like bootlegging and shit?
Nah, man. He's saying like it's actually like him rapping on the album. Nigga straight crackhead out there talking about, I got some new music. Like, who the fuck? Like, imagine that shit. You walking up to a bum, he telling you this his shit. Hey, man, need my shit. And the fucking music got like fucking perfect enunciation.
Yeah,
this motherfucker can barely even hold a conversation with you. That is not you. Come on, man.
Yo, but imagine like somebody actually believes that shit. Like, yo, they just stumbled on to the next fucking like Nas or something. Like, he's a bum and shit. Like, yo, that shit be funny. That was tripping.
Alright, yeah, man. But yo, I'm gonna catch up with you later, man.
Right, man.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, I gotta be out. I gotta head to the house. I know my girl mad at me. Alright, bro. Alright, man. Yo, you forgot
A four-dimensional plane. I understand too much, don't show no strain. Cause I get it now. Get it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never once had will to travel through rain, but been the judge to smash the gavels through pain. Just a young man's view, roaming the sun's land with unplanned moves. Examine clues, looking for some damn news. Are you amused yet? My net, that's where these start to get caught. But where's the news that cuts my oxygen short? See where my conscience gets swayed apart with the nonsense, this consequence brought. The dues won't get paid, but the props will get bought, man. Your fools is afraid. So I just shake my dome and digress and bless you with several lessons you could take home and digest. Remain alone up in my zone when I'm stressed. This where I've grown, where I rest, where I roam, where I've gone when I'm pressed. I guess I'm just perplexed, cause I'm vexed but never felt defiant. Maybe I'm lying, cause I do consider myself a giant. I'm trying, I'm just a product of my self-reliance. But instead of be hollow, I'd rather follow this trail to Zion. What you implying? What? That I'm the only cat that's gasping for a precious breath of air before collapsing? I'm just asking, cause that's the life that I lead. I'm trying to breathe, my man, I'm trying to breathe, yeah.
A four-dimensional plane. I understand too much, yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't show no strain. Cause I get it now. Get it now. Yeah.
Unravel my thoughts that travels to the fourth dimension at speeds that's known to cause a course collision. Not making poor decisions. We outcast like we the orphan children that force permission to offer my brother court petition. Yet they endorsing prisons, prescriptions, and border systems. From killings to abortion, pillage, and warp religion. To turn and ask if we'll get rid of our weapons as if that shit's some sort of trivia question. You guess not. Or corrupted cops are slugging cap you. Might make it to the course, but by then it won't fucking matter. I do my best and I get involved with the color factor. I'm colorblind and just know the rich have been puppet masters. To some design, what makes it worse is how you couldn't notice. They feed you degraded music and then they sugarcoat it. Now shorty out there popping pussy on the Instagram and got the head when she was really trying to get a man. That shit's a scam, we need to simmer down. Cause it takes an adult to lift a child. Make sure your chin is up even when all your chips are down. You're guaranteed to reach a different mound. I didn't then, but shit, I get it now. I get it now, nigga. Yeah.
A four-dimensional plane. I understand too much, yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't show no strain. Cause I get it now. Get it now. Yeah. These ones are here to stay, they self-inflicted. I go against the grain but never drifted. We wake up every day and get lifted. These ones are here to stay, they self-inflicted. I go against the grain but never drifted. We wake up every day and get lifted.